An ominous sky over downtown San Antonio right now as the threat of severe weather continues. Weather Chief Bill Taylor has an eye on radar and the updated flash flood warnings. Bill?
So many ECs. And Boerne, I'm glad we're talking about you first, because that is the most critical situation as an imminent, life-threatening flooding situation is unfolding in southwestern Kendall County. So let me catch you up on all the warnings, because there are just so many. I mean, it starts in Bexar County, and you can see it spreads all the way west into Edwards County, south of Rock Springs. Every one of those green bordered polygons, flash flood warnings, and here's why. Take a look at just how much rain has been falling. These are the last day and a half rainfall totals, and we're at 15.5 inches at Sabinal, nearing 14 inches just north of Uvalde. When you get closer to Boerne, you can see that same pocket and that same color. So right there in the Boerne area of southwest Kendall County, 13.7 inches of rain. Just unbelievable amounts. And here is the live radar. We've got a lot more rain falling. The good news, it's a bit more isolated. But notice that these pockets can dump a lot of rainfall, and most areas cannot afford another drop at this point, especially where you saw those warnings, which is pretty much all of the San Antonio area and areas west into the hill country. This is an impressive thunderstorm complex nearing China Grove. So this is moving northeast at about 15 to 20 miles per hour. These are the isolated thunderstorms we have to watch very closely that have had the history, now 4, including this morning's tornado at the rim, producing small tornadoes to even moderate-sized tornadoes like the one we saw this morning. There have been 4 so far, including last night's 410 at Blanco. Then we had one at Uvalde, one at Medina County early this morning, and then, of course, the rim at about 8 a.m. So here's the flooding outlook, because this is what we're most concerned with. You'll notice that it tapers off from east to west. So San Antonio in a marginal risk, and that is the first category of the 4 through tomorrow. Then it switches to a 2 out of 4, which is slight, but that's 50-50 on a scale of 1 to 4. And you'll notice that it's western Bexar County, but it's also Boerne, it's Bandera, Hondo, south to Pearsall, and then you go to the level 3, and that's going to be Uvalde, Rock Springs, Del Rio. Notice that everything east has now quieted down, but as we look into the future radar, we've got a lot more of this isolated rain expected. Here's the 5 p.m. picture, where it's widespread through the hill country. Another good round of healthy downpours between 8 and 9 p.m. And then the focal point shifts a bit to the west. This is overnight tonight into Thursday, 3 a.m. And notice that the heaviest rain from Kerrville west towards areas like Del Rio, and then very heavy rain between Del Rio and Uvalde Thursday morning at 7 a.m. So it really looks as though San Antonio's situation improves dramatically by tomorrow morning. But again, we're still going to see rain. It's just not going to be as much, and it's not going to be as heavy. Coming up, we'll look at the dynamic of exactly where this water is rising the most, the rivers that we're watching very, very closely as well. Easies.